How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Okay, so today's game is the Genesis port of one of the most iconic and feared titles of the 1980s. From Capcom, it's a platformer, and it introduced not only a beloved character who would pop up in numerous other Capcom titles, but one of the most iconic pairs of boxer shorts in gaming history. Today's game is Ghouls and Ghosts. Now, Ghouls and Ghosts, everything you got from the arcade version of Ghouls and Ghosts, along with Ghosts and Goblins, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and every other iteration of this title, appears in this game. Albeit, it's more graphically impressive than its NES little brother, and all of that. It's an awesome title. It features some decent graphics, brilliant music. Every version of Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins features an excellent soundtrack. I mean, it's the same soundtrack throughout pretty much every game, with the exception of the PSP port of Ghouls and Ghosts that came out a few years ago. But these games, for all of the grief people give them because of the intense difficulty, they're beloved because they provide that challenge that a lot of us cut our teeth on. This game is old school arcade hard in every sense of the word. You'll play through it, the home version of the NES port, the NES port of the arcade version, you play through twice. This one, if I remember correctly, you play through it twice, just like every other version, just so you can get your money's worth out of it. So everything is here that you would find in every other version of Ghouls and Ghosts. So there's not a whole lot that needs to be said about it. There are armor upgrades in this version versus the 8-bit versions or the older arcade versions. And what's notable about this version of Ghouls and Ghosts is that it's one of the earlier third parties released for the Genesis. So this game, if you were stumbling through a store in 1989, you would have saw this alongside titles like Altered Beast, Alex Kidd and the Lost Stars, Super Thunderblade, stuff like that. For my money, it's one of the better ports of Ghouls and Ghosts. So if you're looking for something brutally hard for your Genesis, you can swing through your local game shop or hop on eBay and try to find a copy. You'll be glad you did, honestly. There's not a whole lot, like I said, to be said for this port. I will say this, though. I do believe, unless I'm wrong, that they fixed that translation issue that was present in older versions of this game. As far as, the end of the game, where it says, instead of congratulations, it says congratulation. Yeah, they fixed that. This has been the 8-Bit Animal, and I will catch you beautiful people tomorrow.